Hello there and welcome to Dean Park Station. In this video I'm going to run through 2 or 3 of the updates that I've done to my layout since my last video. As you can see before you, I have platforms on the layout. These are Scalescenes platforms downloaded from the internet. You pay, I think it was $3.99 for the kit. You can print it out as many times as you like, and when I show you the rest of the platform you'll see that I must have printed it out a lot because there is a lot of platform here, almost 6 meters of it. You get a variety of materials for the side. In this one I've obviously just chosen red brick, and there's a nice little lip detail there underneath the platform edge. You also get the tarmac coverings. These are not tarmac coverings from Scalescenes, these are Metcalf tarmac sheets that I have mounted on 1mm thick grey board, and I've used the Scalescenes platform edgings here and here to give it a nice realistic effect. The one on the left's got a white line for obviously for the edge of the platform. These two here in front of me, you also get an option of having one without the edging, because this will be a paved kind of concourse area for passengers to gather, maybe some shops while they're waiting for their train, and some seating area. Because at the front here we've got the platforms that the ScotRail push-pull and DMUs will operate from. On the platform where the 56 is stationary just now, that platform is long enough to take a 7-car Intercity 125 set and a 6-car 225 Class 91 Intercity set. As you can see here, that is the tarmac sheet, and I've mounted it on the grey board. This platform here and that one there are all one continuous piece of card. So as I've stuck the tarmac sheet on the grey board, I've kind of overlapped the edges at the end, so the next sheet's always kind of, you know, joined on. There's no loose bits fitting, because it's very difficult to get a join that's not got a gap in it if you're, you know, doing it step by step in A4 sheets. So I would recommend doing it as long as you can handle. As I say, I'm using over 2.5 meters of platform here on just this one alone, and handling that in my kitchen where I was building it was a nightmare. I purely did it there because it was warmer through the Christmas period. One thing I will say is I spent the last day just altering the platforms, or sorry, I should say altering the track to suit the platforms. Some of the locos were just rubbing just slightly on the edge here, and this curve in the platform was a bit of a task to get looking right. I think I've got it pretty well nailed. It follows the track round and gives enough clearance for the longest coach on my layout, which is the Mark IV Intercity, which is pulled by the Class 91. I have also, since my last video, replaced the points in front of you. These are now long radius pico points as opposed to the medium radius I had before. This gives the train a more gradual flow into it, and it stops platform rub there. I'll just take you down here and we'll get some trains running in between the rafters. This is the side of the platform as you get it. I say I've mounted it on the grey board, and this white bit here is where the small brick ledge that goes under there is stuck. It's time consuming, but I feel that it gives a more personalised station layout. You can decide the length, the breadth, the shape of the platforms. I've tried to keep it straight where I possibly can for ease of use. Obviously at the end there, to get a bit extra space for the Intercity sets, I've had to curve it. I did have a bit of problem with the locos fouling the platform as they came across this turnout, but as I say, a bit of an alteration of some track. I totally relayed this one here to move it out, maybe 3 or 4 mil to give myself more space, and I've narrowed the gap between them slightly so that there's no rub on the inside island platforms. I'll let you see the loco depart. It'll be a Class 47, and if we just watch it depart from, which will be platform 4, Obviously when I've got an overhead canopy here and all the bits of paraphernalia that go with the platform, it'll look a lot better. But I'm glad to get some buildings, if you can call a platform a building, in place. There's the 47 just disappearing there. I'll stop it just at the end. I'll change some of the turnouts and we'll get it rushing past us. What you have to do with these Scalescenes kits is you have to coat them in spray varnish. You get it online. I bought quite a few tins. You do go through quite a bit of it. I put a good couple of layers on, stinking the house out, and you need that to stop the damp or the cold air, especially if you've got a loft layout. You need to stop it getting soggy and damaged. I hope that I've sprayed it enough, or I'll be building them again. All I can do is fingers crossed. It's not damp up this attic, it's just very, very cold at this time of year. So there we have it. Waverley Station stroke Dean Park Station. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.